Hello everyone, and welcome to your weekly Angel Oracle card reading for the week of September 4th, 2017. This week I will be using the Archangel Michael Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. This deck just kind of leaped out at me today as I opened up my box of cards. And I think that Archangel Michael just wants to work with us a lot this week. He is the protection bodyguard angel. So I think that he would be a really good angel to call upon this week and work with if you're experiencing lots of tough situations that you're feeling you need a little bit more help. Archangel Michael can come in and protect you or guide you through or help you clean your energy out of anything that's lower vibrational or anything that doesn't serve you anymore. He can help you release it so that you can make room for the good stuff. I'm not sure, just tuning into the energy, I'm not really sure how to put this into words. I'm asking them what the energy is like, and I'm kind of feeling a bit of a headache, and I feel a bit nauseous. So I don't know really what that translates into for the masses. I think that maybe they're just asking us to rest. Lots of nurturing yourself this week and not lots of salt tubs. If you're a bath person, definitely do salt tubs. You might want to do 2 or 3 this week. And just lots of downtime. And if you're finding that you are experiencing a little bit of sickness or anything like that, it's just your body's way of telling you that you're having too much activity. It's time to just sit back and rest a little bit. So listen to your body, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. I think your body might be screaming at you a little bit this week. If you've been going pretty hard, it might be time for you to just sit back and relax. Anything else? Interesting. Archangel Michael is stepping forward. He's saying that it's a good week to make lists. So make your to-do lists. They're kind of like, your to-do lists are almost like your action lists. So by making these lists, you'll be able to actually start to take action on things and be able to be productive and get those things finished. By actually physically seeing them on paper, you'll be I think it'll be easier for us to get things done. There might be a wave of productivity that flies over us, which I'm super looking forward to. A little bit of motivation in the air, which is always good. But that being said, not overdoing it and resting and listening to your body when your body needs a break. I know I've been saying that a lot, pretty much every week since we've started doing these videos, but I think that that's just the nature of our world now. At least in the last few weeks, this is how it's kind of been. It's always good to start nurturing yourself and to take care of yourself and to get lots of time for rest. But I think that might just be the new norm, that it's time to just start listening to your body because your body knows what to do. So when it's telling you to rest, it's time to rest. So let's get into the cards, shall we? So, general weekly reading for September 4th. I'm going to pull 4 cards in total. 1 for the theme. What's the theme for this week? 1 for Monday, Tuesday. Ooh. A whole bunch of cards just fell. Monday, Tuesday, midweek. And 2 cards for the weekend. Perfect. So we have 5 cards. Yes, this makes sense. So the theme card for this week is Guarded and Protected. So it has a little prayer there on the bottom to kind of invoke the power of the card. So it says, "Thank you for protecting me, my loved ones, and me, ensuring that we're safe and that all of our needs are met. I now accept your help gratefully and gracefully, knowing that it's right for me and all others to accept heavenly assistance." So this makes sense. Archangel Michael is the protector, guardian angel. He's really good for kicking things out. Anytime I ever work with him in any healing sessions with my clients, I ask him to just come in and vacuum the whole place up, and he does. He pulls things out of people's bodies in a loving way. You can't feel it, but he's great. He's an action angel for sure. So knowing that you are guarded and protected, he is a powerful angel to work with, and you can feel his presence quite heavily, quite easily. I've heard that from many people, is that his presence is undeniable almost. It's not subtle at all. It's very nice. So asking him to come in and protect you and your loved ones, always a great idea, but specifically this week. So with whatever is happening in your world or whatever, just a little bit of added protection and guardian angelship is never a bad thing. So he's basically asking for you guys to invite him into your world. Kind of getting into that habit of talking to angels and to communicate with them, and to also ask them for help. They can't help you if you don't ask. So he is asking for you to ask, and also he is affirming that he is actually here to guard and protect you. He's bringing up dreams. So also, if you're having a hard time sleeping, or if you're having really nasty dreams, you can ask him to sleep with you. What I do, I actually have a really hard time sleeping throughout the night without waking up and seeing things in the night. So I've started this 2 years ago. I've asked Archangel Michael to put a guardian angel at each entrance and at each window at my home. And I don't wake up seeing things anymore. So I can sleep throughout the night without being disturbed or freaked out. So it's pretty awesome. And for the most part, I have pretty good dreams. And I don't know about you guys, this is a sidebar, but has any of you been having some really interesting dreams since the eclipse? Like almost like they're messages coming to you and you know that they're messages. Like when I usually dream, I don't really know. I can analyze other people's dreams pretty well, but myself, I have a hard time to be objective. But lately when I've been dreaming, I've been understanding it. Like I get it. I understand the message. Anyways, let me know if you've experienced the same thing. I would love to hear it. Anyways, so in addition to that, though, you can also invite him to come into your home and live with you. But you can also invite him to come and protect you through your dreams. He's even just saying this now. If you have these cards, pull this card out and put it under your bed. Or if you have kids and they're having bad sleeps, just put his cards underneath them there. And that way you can bring in his energy with that as well. So he wants you to invite him specifically around dream time. That's also the time that we're most vulnerable. So that's the time where you're most open, and you're open to other energies coming in or messages from your angels and stuff like that. And you just want to make sure that you're sleeping in sacred space so that you're getting the best possible experience as you can. So by asking him to come in and protect you, he will be there. He will assist you in whatever capacity you need. That is specific and individual for every single person. But at nighttime, just call him in and work with him in whatever way that you want. If you also have a problem that needs to be solved, you're having a hard time thinking of the solution and nothing's really coming to you, ask him to come in and help. You can also put it on a piece of paper and slip it underneath your pillow, but you can ask him to come in and help you with that and to help you come up with a solution in your dreams. Okay, so Monday, Tuesday, this guy looks like Tom Cruise. Anyways, let go of your fear now. You'll see what I mean. Doesn't that look like Tom Cruise? Anyways, maybe it is Tom Cruise. Archangel Michael, please help me feel safe and deserving of your guidance. Thank you for clearing me of heavy, toxic, and ego-based thoughts and feelings. Yeah, so this is what I love about Archangel Michael is he has this, I call it a sacred vacuum. I actually don't know if that's what you're supposed to call it, but that's what I call it. A sacred vacuum. Basically, he comes in with a vacuum and just vacuums up all of the bad stuff. All of the stuff that shouldn't be there, all of the old stuff, anything that's not yours. He just comes in, clears it all up so that you can replace it with light, or he replaces it with light. So ask him to come in and clear your chakras. Ask him to come in and clear your home. And any unproductive thoughts or emotions or old feelings or ego-based fears or judgments or anything like that that's not serving you, ask him to just come in and clear it up. If you're a visual person, you can visualize him coming in and clearing your, I find it most effective on your spine, like clearing your spine out. If you're a feely person, you can invoke him and you can try to feel the things leaving you and you feeling lighter and lighter as the session progresses. He's saying all you really need to do to ask him to come in is to read this prayer. So again, Archangel Michael, please help me feel safe and deserving of your guidance. Thank you for clearing me of heavy, toxic, or ego-based thoughts or feelings. So at the end of the day, if this is all you want to do, that's all you have to do. To call him in and ask you to help. The time has come for us to wake up. The world is going to be and is a different place than it was. We're in like an accelerated period of growth on Earth right now. And it's time, what worked before may not necessarily work now. You being able to go through life without clearing your energy is probably a thing of the past. Everyone will need to do it now. Something has shifted, and it's like he's bringing us this super important message. Every message from the angels is an important message, but this is like, he seems very serious in this reading. So please call him in, work with him, not just this week, but going forward. And if you ever run into any questions or weird things that start happening, not to say that they will, but in case, if you're finding that you may need to start a spiritual practice or whatever, just let me know, or one of your friendly neighborhood Reiki masters or yoga teachers, psychics or whatever to help you. Please don't hesitate to reach out, because they are the ones who have the information. The angels and the people who can transmute or translate that are the people who can relay the messages. This isn't a bad thing. I want to make that abundantly clear. It is good. It's moving towards where we should be going, but it's almost like this isn't the first time I've got this message either. It's like the alarm clock has been going off and we didn't hear it, and we're not hearing it. And the angels are like, let's go, you guys, come on, get up. It's time to get going. And we're just like still sleeping. So things have got to change, because things are different now. And so you need to clear your energy. You need to ask angels for help. You need to bring them in, because you will find that they will help you. It will be so much easier, and you don't need to change your whole life and belief system. You know, if you don't believe in angels, then imagine them as symbols or rays of light, however you need to see it. I get the really, really powerful sense that this is just a very important message. The readings have become very serious. They're not concerned for us, but they love us so much, and they are basically watching us from the other side or from another dimension, and they have all the answers, right? But we don't. And they're like our parents. They watch over us, and they, laugh at us and try to tell us what to do, and we often don't listen to them. But it's like they know what we need to be doing and we're not doing it. So please help me say this. Just be open to new things, I guess. Be open to talking to the angels. Be open to energy healing if you've never done it before. Be open to brand new belief systems or brand new thoughts about yourself that you've never had before, that you've never really taken before. Try to see past the lenses and the filters that you've put upon yourself, that have been put on you, and get to the root of who you are and what it is that you actually believe in and what it is that you actually need. Archangel Michael can help you do that. So call upon him. Sorry about that. I hope that lands. I don't really have the words, and I really did not anticipate for this to happen, for this message to come in, that there's a bigger message here than I intended. Anyways, so middle of the week, your children are watched over by angels. Dear guardian angels of my children, born and unborn. So this is for both people who are mamas and people who are not yet mamas and papas. Thank you for watching over my children and ensuring their happiness and safety. Please guide me so that I know the best ways to be a good parent and role model for my own and other people's children. Ugh! So you don't need to be an actual parent or someone who considers themselves to be a nurturing person or a parent kind of person, kids person, to be really a parent. You know, that whole thing, it takes a village. You can't, I'm not saying that you should raise other people's kids and that you should undermine other people's parenting, but if you see kids about to do stupid crap, then stop them. If you have nieces and nephews, then pray for them and, help your siblings raise them in a good way. Again, not by undermining their parenting, but show them the way, show them the right path, and walk your talk. So if you don't want your kids to swear, then don't swear. You need to start walking the talk. The whole thing of like, do as I say, not as I do, is so out the window. That is so gone. That will not work at all. So be the person that you want your kids to see you as. Be the person that you want your kids to be. Walk in that path. Walk the path, and they shall follow. And also, for those of you who are trying to get pregnant and have been having a hard time, you can talk to your kids on the other side. The angels of your future babies or whatever. Even if you're not trying right now and you just want to communicate with them or whatever it is, just say hi to them. All you have to do is just sit down and intend to talk to them, and they'll get your message. And I get this question all the time, and I think that the jury's out on whatever, it's all right. So what I believe is that babies have guardian angels. We all have guardian angels from the moment that we are born. And these guardian angels, most of them follow you through your whole life. Some will come in and out, but you will have a core 2 to 5 to 50 angels that are with you your whole life. And they're with you through everything. And so parents of kids, and they're worried about their kids going off to camp or off to school or whatever, talk to your kids' angels. Some people believe that your angels are your children's angels until they turn 18 and then they get their own set. If that's what you believe, perfectly fine. Then talk to your angels about them protecting over your kids so that you don't have to sit around and worry. Regardless of what you believe, you having that intention and talking to the angels to protect the kids will still be protected by an angel. So feel free to do that. Start getting into that habit of talking to the angels again. And on a grander scale, and I think this is what it's more about, is it's time for us to all start praying for the future generations, for the kids of today, because I have seen in my visions, sounds so silly, but from what I've seen and what I kind of am feeling, the world will be changed by this generation of kids and the one to follow it. The world will be completely different in a good way, because kids are different than we are now, than we were when we were growing up. And they're, like I said before, that whole do as I say, not as I do. They won't even listen to that. They're not even going to entertain that. They won't be molded like we were. They can't be. They're just completely different beings. So pray for those kids to find the light and to live in a better world than we did. That is your legacy that you can leave behind, is sending out your love intentions to create a better world for the future generations, because this world's not working so hot. So by putting that intention and that focus, like I said before, was the worst that can happen. If you have a spare few minutes every week, just say it, shoot out a quick prayer, or just imagine the world in utopia or something like that. Yes. Think about the children. What about the children? Okay. Wow, that was interesting. Okay. So the weekend, you have 2 cards. So make a commitment. Archangel Michael, as the angel of courage and confidence, I call upon you to lend me your strength. Allow me to commit to myself, my life, my divine purpose. Please clearly guide me so I can fully open my heart. So I wouldn't normally say this with such conviction. Oh my God, someone's getting engaged this weekend. So if you get engaged this weekend, please let me know, because someone is definitely getting engaged. That's not usually what this card's about, but that's what was said to me. Anyways, so sorry, they just cleared my mind. So if you have been waffling on making a life change or a decision, it's time to make the move. It's time to act. It's time to get things done. If, for example, this is one personally to me. I've been getting the message to change my diet forever, and I've been ignoring it because my 2 favorite things are the things that I have to cut out of my diet. And I don't want to, but my body has started to hate me for these foods, and yet I still push it. So I have made a commitment to myself to start implementing these changes, and it is hard. But the commitment to yourself is the most important commitment. If you can't commit to yourself, you can't commit to anyone else, and you shouldn't be, because yourself is the only person that you will have your entire life. It's your ride or die. So you have to respect those commitments to yourself. And that's a way that you can build trust with your body. So if you, for example, if you have body pain and you need to figure out why you're having the pain, what you can do for the pain, you can actually speak to your body. But because most of us have spent our whole lives ignoring our body, your body isn't going to trust you, is not going to trust you to implement the changes that it needs, because we're so powerfully driven up here. So if you can just pick something like, I'm going to finish a chapter of my book a week for the next 3 months, and you actually do that, your body, your brain, your emotions, they start to kind of, they come around and they begin to trust you again. So by building that commitment to yourself, you're showing yourself that you're important. And you're also getting something done for the greater good. That's better. So make a commitment. This is the week. You can do it. It's going to be great. And trust me, I know it's hard to make the commitment sometimes and to stick to it, but you will be so happy once you did. And I always think of this. In a year from now, you're going to look back and wish that you started today. So start today Every moment counts. And if you mess up or you fall off the wagon, just pick yourself up and just try better tomorrow. Your body's not going to hate you for that. Your body knows that you're a human and that it takes a while to make those sorts of changes. So be easy on yourself with that commitment. And if you are getting engaged, or if you are planning on proposing to someone, or you've come to that decision this weekend to get engaged, that is very exciting. Congratulations. Okay. Another card for the weekend is sense of humor. So here's the prayer. Okay. Thank you for helping me see humor in this situation so I can lovingly laugh at human nature. I am willing to view my experience in a new light and in order to attract love and healing energy. Okay, so a couple things. First thing, in no particular order. So the first thing is having a sense of humor about making this commitment. Like for me, making this change in my diet that is difficult for me to make, and I've been ignoring for a long time. I need to have a sense of humor about it if I'm going to make it last. And it is pretty funny because it's ridiculous. It's food. It's terrible food. So why should I want it? Because I have grown this addiction, because of it's my mind, whatever it is. So always have a sense of humor in life. Always be sincere, never serious. So have a sense of humor about everything, because life can be funny. And if you don't have a good sense of humor, then you're probably just going to be pissed off all the time. So laugh it off is really what I'm trying to say here. Another thing is, with all of the stuff that I have been talking about, it wasn't well delivered. And I apologize for that, and I hope that I can give you more concrete conversation later. But have a sense of humor with all of the messages that you are receiving. Because, even when the energy is crappy, you just have to kind of sit back and laugh at all of the crazy stuff that's happening around you. And that is the best way to get through life, period, is having a good sense of humor. And all of the changes that changing, that is happening in the world, all of this new information that's coming in, all of the crazy stuff that's happening in politics around the world, have a sense of humor about it. Some of it you can't laugh at, I totally understand, but for some of the ridiculousness, you just have to. Otherwise, you're going to go crazy. Anything else? Yeah, so this is also another thing he can help you with. So Archangel Michael, ask him to help you let go of the fear of having a sense of humor, the fear that you're not funny, because really, who cares? Like, if you think you're funny, that's all that matters. And having him remove all of the energy that's blocking you from seeing things in a better light. If you're just always looking for the doom, like when you have a meeting with people and someone has this grand idea and everybody says all of the negative stuff that could happen, all of the horrible things that could potentially happen, sometimes it's hard to not just be trained on to look at that. Sorry. Sometimes it's hard to overcome that training of not being that way or always jumping to the negative. It's hard to not jump to the negative. But we have to see the positive. We have to see the light and the sense of humor in everything, because it's there. And, if the world is changing and things are happening that you don't like, try to figure out why you don't like them. Try to look inside, and all of the hate that's in the world, all of the hateful acts that have transpired, it's really not about, rarely is people's hatred or stupidity ever about what they say it's about. It's something much deeper. It's some belief system. It's some wound. It's something. So just understanding that everybody is carrying around their stuff and their wounds, and that we're all human, and that we all have some stuff, and some people's stuff is up on the surface more than others. But again, just trying to see them from a sense of humor, not being a jerk and laughing at their pain, but understanding that you connect with them because you're a human being and that you have similar human being struggles. And trying to, ask Archangel Michael to remove this stuff that's preventing you from seeing the love in everyone. And sometimes it's not easy to love everyone. But just, knowing that this isn't really about having humor. It's more about going back to the love, but understanding that every person has their own struggle. And that every person believes that they are right and that the way that they do things is right. And that may not necessarily ring true for you or a majority of people, but coming at them with a semi-understanding, because you are both humans. You both have your pain and your struggles, and your pain is different than everyone else's. So trying to come from an angelic place and accept people. You don't have to like them. You just send them love and light. That's my new FU, if I can't say that to someone, because that's mean. Not that I would say it to their face, but if I'm really mad at someone or somebody really hurt me, sometimes a good FU feels really good, but a lot of the time, if people knew better, they would do better. So it's about sending people love and light. Anyways, just wish people, jerks who really grind your gears, just wish them love and light. I send you nothing but love and light. And try to mean it, because those people who are mean to you or who are hateful or are bullies, they need it the most. So send them love and light. And it'll make you feel better, because then you don't sink down to their level. You can also ask Archangel Michael to deal with that situation for you. That's another thing. If you're having a difficult relationship occur in your life, you can ask Archangel Michael to come in and actually really any angel to come in and fix it, but to also remove all of the negative feelings that you have towards them. And just also taking accountability for your own actions and reflecting on your behaviors and how you're feeling and how you're acting. Anything else? Anything else, angels? They're patting me on the back. They're like, good job. That was very choppy information. Okay, anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic week ahead. If you have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to reach out. If you like this video, please like and please subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, you can email me at thejourneytospirit@gmail.com, or you can visit my website at katiehunt.ca. And yeah, I would love to hear from you. So please comment. Actually, please let me know if you've been having any crazy dreams lately, or if you've been experiencing anything interesting since the eclipse, or just at all. I hope that you have a fantabulous week, full of love and light and angels and Archangel Michael, and invite him to live with you in your home. And you will be happy you did, I promise. Sending you so much love and light. Bye. Thank you for being here.